Guys, this video is for order of operations. You've seen it before. There's not really a lot we can talk about. I am going to fill in your notes for you and do a few sample problems together. But what is order of operations? It is rules to follow when simplifying a numerical expression. Rules to follow when simplifying a numerical expression. So we know that as PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We've seen it before. We've been doing it forever. What I want you to understand about P, while it does stand for parentheses, it also stands for brackets and absolute value. E stands for exponents. And of course, M and D stands for multiplication and division. And AS stands for addition and subtraction. So that stuff should be the same as it always has been. I'm going to jump to the more difficult ones of order of operations since this is just a review for you guys. So let's jump down to number 3. Okay? Go ahead and try it on your own and then jump back in and look to see if we're getting the same answers. But I'm going to do order of operations says brackets first. So I look over here and I look at this absolute value. And I know the absolute value of negative 18 is 18. So I'm going to, and I know that 9 squared is 81. So I have 81 plus 28 divided by 4 minus 18 because of that negative sign out there. So what comes next? Well, we have division. So 28 divided by 4 is going to be 7. So 81 plus 7 minus 18. And I can do this any way I want. So I'm going to have 81 and a negative 11. And so that's going to give me 70 is my final answer for number 3. So 3 should be 70. Okay. Let's jump down to number 6. So let's go to number 6. Let me expand this to 200 so I have more workspace here. Okay, so number 6, I'm inside these parentheses, so I get 7 plus 53 minus 81. 3 to the 4th power is 81. And then I get 7. Hang on, I don't want to do that yet. I know that 53 minus 81 is going to give me a negative 28. So I have 7 minus 28. I get rid of the parentheses. I don't have them anymore. And I know that I have negative 28 divided by the absolute value of 16 is 4. So now I have 7 and I have this negative 28. Negative 28 divided by 4 is a negative 7. And 7 minus 7 is 0 will be my final answer. Okay. All right, that's number 6. Let's take a look at, scroll down, let's do number 8. So underneath this square root is still kind of a bracket. I still need to do that. So I have 29 minus 4, and there I have the square root of 25, times 11 minus 8 is 3, and I get 3 squared, which is 9. So I have square root of 25 times 9 minus 26. Square root of 25 is 5 times 9 minus 26. Multiplication is 45 minus 26, and that's going to give me 29. So 29 will be my answer for number 8. No, it's not. It's 19. 45 minus 26 is 19. Okay, so 19 on that one. Messed up on my addition and subtraction. Okay, so that's number 8. Let's look at number 10. So when you have this fraction bar, you're going to do the numerator as one set and the denominator as one set. So you're going to kind of do them simultaneously. So upstairs, I have this 4 squared is 16 times 6 minus 3 times 6. So this is a multiplication problem, and this is a multiplication problem. So 16 times 6, I'm going to cheat and look at my notes here, number 10. 16 times 6 is 96. So I get 96 minus 18 all over 25 divided by 5 is 5. So 11 minus 5 is going to be 6. And 96 minus 18 gives me 78. So 78 divided by 6 gives me 13. So 13 is going to be my final answer for that one. Okay, that's number 10. All right, and the last one that we're going to do together for this video. Shoot, now it's going crazy. Okay, see if that one works. No, of course not. Okay, so we erase this. And there we go. Okay, let's look at number 14. Let's go down to 14 and see if we can do this one. We got these fractions. Don't fear the fraction. So I have division first. So this is negative 3/10 divided by 6 over 1 minus 4/5 plus 1/8. So remember, how do you divide fractions? So you think keep the first term, switch, and flip. Keep, switch, flip. So when I do that, I can cross reduce, and I get negative 1 over 20 minus 4/5 plus 1 over 8. Everybody see how I'm getting that one? Okay, so now I can do this any way I want. So I'm going to do negative 1/20 minus 4/5. So remember when we add and subtract fractions, and I can do it at the same time, plus 1 over 8. And I can find a common denominator that these all go into. So 40 is my common denominator. 20 goes into 42 times, so negative 2. So I'm making equivalent fractions. Here it's going to be negative 32, and here it's going to be 5. So I have a negative 32 and a negative 2 is negative 34. And then I have this positive 5, which gives me a negative 29 over 40. And negative 29 over 40 doesn't reduce, so that is my final answer. Okay? All right, so that is order of operations. And if you are struggling with the examples that we have, if you want to do them and you just need the answer, real quick, I'm going to give you the answers for number 13. I will work these out in tutoring for you. But if you've done them and you want to check, number 13 is 1 over 36. That's your answer for number 13. Your answer for number 11 is going to be negative 52. Your answer for number 12 is negative 17. Your answer for 9 is negative 7. And your answer for 10, we already did, was 13. Your answer for number 7 is 39. And we did number 8, and that gave us 19. Okay, so that's order of operations. If you're struggling, come see me. Otherwise, hold tight and tune into the next video.